friends, it's me, MamaChelle, again. Yay! I'm back for another daily Devo. Every day, Monday through Friday, for the month of May, I am posting a video of me inviting you into my life in my devotions. So, if you like it, like it. If you want to say something, comment. If you have a friend who you think would like to be clued into what I'm doing here, send her a link. And if you really, really, really like it, subscribe. Okay, so if you missed yesterday, the link is in the description. And today we are in 1 John chapter 4, verses 7 through 9. Beloved, or beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God. And everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. The one who does not love does not know God, for God is love. By this the love of God was manifested in us, that God has sent his only begotten Son into the world so that we might live through him. That sounds kind of confusing, so I'm going to break it down. The first verse, verse 7, Beloved, let us love one another. So love people. For love is from God. Because the people that we're around need to know God. So show them love, because that shows them God. And everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. So if you're doing your job of loving people, it's because you know God and you've been born in him. And I keep hitting my teapot. The one, we're on verse 8 now, the one who does not love does not know God. Ouch. Ouch. For God is love, which we've established. By this, the love of God is manifested in us, Jesus, that God sent his only begotten Son, Jesus, into the world so that we might live through him. So when I'm looking at this verse, after breaking it down, I'm going back to what I was talking about yesterday about parenting and disciplining. And this is where I get caught up. I try my hardest to not expect people that don't know Jesus to act like they know Jesus. That's kind of what these are saying, right? They're saying, if you know Jesus, if people know Jesus, you can expect them to love people, to show love, to be loving. They will know we are Christians by our love. Right? Yes. So, if people don't know Jesus, God, they don't show love. Don't expect them to show you love, because how would they be doing that without getting it from God? Which is what we've also been talking about. How we can't give people what we don't have. So, does my 3-year-old know God? Sort of, is the answer that I've come up with. Sort of. Probably not very well, but a little bit. So, can I expect him to show love? Sort of. A little bit, but not very well. I have been feeling really unloved lately. My love language, if you've read that book, is quality time. And I'm complicated. Not only do I feel loved from having quality time with people, I feel unloved when I don't have quality time with people and when people disrespect my time or act like my time isn't valuable. And as a stay-at-home mom, that seems to be a constant struggle. It seems like other people don't appreciate my time, and that's frustrating. But I have to remind myself of this because A, I can't expect to get all my love from my children because that's unhealthy. B, not everyone is like me. Not everyone speaks quality time fluently. C, not everyone knows God. Even living in my house, like, we all know who God is, sort of. We all know who we are talking about when we talk about God. Where I am struggling a little bit is I recognized that, like I said the other day, I can't make my son sorry. I can't control his emotions for him. I can't make his spirit pleasant or right with God. So, what better way to teach him what God has to say about being loving than to have him read it? So I had him do some book work. I opened it up to 1 Corinthians 13. You all know the scripture that I'm going to say, 4 through 7. And I had him copy it down, which I am going to have to revisit because as a new reader, he wasn't very good at copying it down. It took him a long time because he was doing it letter by letter instead of word by word. So maybe he's not quite ready for that yet. I think that might be too intense, and my goal is not by any means to turn him off to reading scripture. My goal is not to punish him with reading the Word of God. That's not healthy. I don't want him to hate reading scripture, but I want him to learn for himself, for his own spiritual walk, what God says about being loving and how to show love. And so I had him write it down, and then I had him read it, and not 2 or 3 hours previous to him being rude and not violent, but I mean, well, like, punching someone is violent, but he wasn't, like threatening anyone's life. Not 2 or 3 hours before that incident, I was screaming at my children because they were not doing what I wanted them to do. So, do I know God? Do I know the love of God? And it makes me think that I haven't even scratched the surface yet, and it's just kind of a scary thought. Like, how long have I known God? And how long will I continue to know God? I have to, when I dig out my crater of yelling, replace it with good. It's hard, but I am not in control here, right? That's what I need to recognize in myself is I can't find this love within myself. I can't find this attitude of improving. Small steps. Kind of exciting, kind of scary, all at the same time. Alrighty, I will see you all tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, share.